Hi, this is the first sad message I think I've ever posted as far as a video. And I wanted to make a video just because something happened yesterday that was very, very tough on our family and our friends. And my dear friend Ken passed away yesterday. And here's why this is tough. I mean, we lose people all the time, and that makes sense. That's part of life, and I speak about how we can, keep a promise and become our best selves while we're here. And so here's the problem I have with it. On Thursday night, and it's now Tuesday, so he passed on Monday. But on Thursday night last week, he was going to a play on a train with his grandson, who's 13. And as they got up a little too early for a stop they thought they were getting off at, it turned out it wasn't the stop, and then the train lurched forward, and my friend lost his balance, and he hit his head and fell to the ground and was bleeding, and his grandson jumped down to help him, and looked around and saw a woman sitting there, and he said, "Can I use your phone? My grandpa's hurt." And the lady sat there and did nothing. She said, "I don't have a phone." And she just sat there. I don't know the lady's situation, but I was surprised to hear this. Now, then the train eventually makes its way to the next stop, which is a few minutes later, and this poor little boy said that his grandpa was not breathing at this time, and so he was losing minutes and his life as he's laying there, and nobody is able to do anything. And then the doors open and people see that there's a problem. Someone's laying on the floor, and so one guy kind of puts his hand next to Ken's nose and sees that he's not breathing and touches his pulse, and he says there's no pulse, and so then somebody else made a phone call and called 911. It took another 5 minutes for the responders to get to him. So 10 minutes he's gone. He's been unconscious. He is not breathing. He went into cardiac arrest, and nobody helped him. This is the most helpful man that maybe ever has been around, and to think that people in anywhere, but especially in our city, didn't jump into action. Even if you don't know what to do, it's important to do something. That poor boy, that poor grandson, he had to watch nobody help, or help very little, and it breaks my heart. So I'm only sharing this not to bum you out, but because Ken was then in the hospital for the next few days until he finally did pass away, and it was determined that there was no brain activity left. The reason I want to share this is because of this. I talk about the promise to our audience, to our family, and to the one. Are you the one that would have helped? I'd like to think I would be, but I don't know. I don't know why people wouldn't jump into action to do something. Here's a picture. Ken, his wife, Debbie. Let's see if I can zoom in on there we go. Look at that happy man. Beautiful woman. How could you not help a man like that? The most helpful guy that any of us have ever known. And I hope today you'll make a promise to yourself and to humanity that you'll be the one.